Hi guys, you all are welcome back to my channel. My name is Tessie. I'm sorry guys, I've not been online. I've been very busy with work. But today we're going to be making a monostrap dress with a little drape at the hip area. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do that and let's get right into the video. So guys, I'm going to be using a princess dart bustier. I have several videos on how to perfectly draft out this pattern. I'm going to drop the link for you guys to watch. So what I will do next is to cut out my pattern. So guys, just go and watch the video and you will understand what I did here. So guys, after cutting out my front pattern, this is what it looks like. As you can see, for the back as well, I'll go ahead now to cut out the pattern. So I have a detailed video on how to achieve this. Same video with the front. I will drop the link for you guys to watch. After cutting out my back pattern, this is what it looks like for both the front and the back. So this is what we have. I'll go ahead now to cut out my fabric and also cut out the lining. So guys, for the skirt part, that's the down part of the gown, what I did was to fold my pattern into two. Then I chalked my waistline, my hip line, my knee line, and then my gown length. So at the waistline, I took my waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance, my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance, and at the knee line, whatever I have here, I minus 2 from it and I chalked it down. Then from this point here to go A line, let's give it an A-line effect. Since my fabric is not enough, I'm just trying to manage 3 yards for this gown. I'm not going to be making my A-line very big. So if your fabric is enough, just make it wider than mine, just to give it that A-line effect. So guys, for the back, I'll be adding extra 2 inches for my zip allowance. So I placed my front on the back, as you can see, and I chalked 2 inches. But at that knee line, my fabric is not wide enough. But what you need to do is from this knee line, just give it an A-line effect. If you have enough fabric, make sure the A-line is wide enough. For me, I'm just going to be working with what I have. I'm just trying to manage my fabric, like I said. So we're good to go with the back. So what I'll be doing next is working on the front. So guys, for the front, I'm going to be draping it. So what I'll do is drape from the waist to the hip area. So for me to do that, I'm just going to be coming down by 1.5 inches till I get to the hip line. Then I'm going to be using the slash and spread method. So from the waistline, I'm chalking my 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead now to chalk 1.5 inches till I get to the hip line. So I have a detailed video on how to perfectly drape a skirt. I will drop the link for you guys to watch. So after chalking 1.5 inches all the way to the hip line, I'm just going to be connecting my lines to this other side of the pattern. So I'll go ahead now to connect. Guys, please, if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly do that and also give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. So guys, I'm trying to connect my lines. After connecting my lines, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So what I'll be doing next is slashing. So I'm just going to be using my scissors to slash, then I'll stop before the end of the pattern. So just watch what I'm doing. I'm just trying to slash and then stop before the end. So you can see I stopped somewhere there. So I'll do the same thing for the other lines as well. So guys, after slashing my pattern, this is what it looks like. What I'll be doing next is placing it on my fabric to cut. So I'll be placing it on the right side of the fabric. So guys, after placing it on my fabric, now you have to determine how full you want your drape to be. Like I said, my fabric is not wide enough, so I'm just going to be working with what I have, as you can see, and then go ahead to chalk it out. Since my chalk is not visible, I will just go ahead to cut it out. Like I said, I have a detailed video on how to perfectly drape a skirt. I'll drop the link for you guys to watch. So guys, after cutting out my fabric, I'll take out the pattern, and then what I'll be doing next is draping. So I'm just going to pleat this area, then pin it down and then stitch. So you stitch till you get to your hip line. So I'm just going to pin it this way and then stitch this. So guys, for the top part, I've gone ahead to add my interfacing as you can see. So what I'll do is to join my fabric together. So I'll place it this way and stitch half inch all the way down here. I'll do the same thing, place it and stitch half inch all the way down here. For the back as well, I've added my interfacing as you can see. I'll place them together and then close the zip allowance area for now. After closing my zip allowance area, I'm going to be placing the front and the back together. So guys, you know it's a one shoulder dress. So I'm just going to place them together and then you determine where you want to take off. So for me, I'm just going to be working with this side of the pattern. So at the shoulder area, I'm just going to slant all the way down to the armhole. So for me, I'm just going to chalk 3 inches at this point, and then from that 3 inches line, I'm just going to slant it all the way down to this other side. So depending on how exposed you want it to be, for me I don't want it too exposed, so I'm just going to be chalking it this way and then cutting it out. So guys, this is what it looks like after cutting it out. You can see it's more easier this way. So guys, for the back, if you're adding a zip to it, this is what it should look like. But I will not be adding a zip to mine. I'm going to be adding a loop. So I'll go ahead now to take out the zip allowance area and also take out some inches since we are adding a loop to it. Hope you understand. So I'll be taking out the zip allowance area and also take out 1.5 inches from the back. So I'm chalking 1.5 inches all the way down. Then I connected it into a straight line. So guys, after chalking 1.5 inches, I'll go ahead now to cut it out. So after cutting it out, this is what it should look like. The loop is just going to be at this side of the fabric. Hope you understand. So what I'll do next is to cut out my lining for the back and also the lining for the front. So guys, after cutting and joining my lining, this is what it looks like as you can see. So what I'll do next is to attach the loop at the back. So I'll go ahead now to attach my loop. Then after attaching my loop at the back, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So before attaching the loop at the back, at this side of the back, I'm just going to add my boning and then stitch all the way down. Do the same thing for the other side as well. So guys, for the skirt, I've gone ahead to drape. My fabric is not enough. That's why the drape is not really that full. Hope you understand. So guys, I'm going to be joining the front to the front. So I'm just going to place it and then stitch half inch all the way down. Then for the back, you can see I've attached my loop and my boning. So what I'll do is join the back to the back. So I'll go ahead now to open up that zip allowance area. Then I'll be joining the back to the back. I'm just going to be joining with half inch. I'll do the same thing on this side, half inch as well. So guys, after doing all of that, I'll be closing this shoulder area with half inch and then pin my fabric together and stitch the fabric. After stitching, I'll attach my zip and then close the hemline and show us the end result. So guys, this is the final result as you can see, and this is the back view. Hope this tutorial was helpful. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next class. Bye.